Hello Libra, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the first half of August from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading as always, so please do keep that in mind and release what doesn't make sense for you. So we're going to start with present energies of your connection, whoever it is that you are thinking about for this reading, Libra. We're going to use this deck by Angelic Revelation 144. It's called Lovebirds and Spirit Animals. So let's go ahead and begin with that and tap into what's going on presently with you and your person. Let's take a look. We have Leopard coming through here. So the message says rebirth, transformation, and deep healing, utilizing your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual strength to move forward and have a new beginning in life and love. We'll have to see, of course, whether this new beginning will be together or if you guys are just going on separate journeys. Okay. We have Dog coming through, and it does say best friends, a friendship that leads to love, a loyal, faithful, and devoted partner, trustworthy, reliable, and consistent, a very protective partner, preserving through the challenges together, unconditional love, whether friends or lovers, a playful connection. And I feel there's somebody for this reading, for some of you anyway, where you saw this person as a best friend. And, maybe you guys were the best of friends first and turned into something more. You guys could have fallen in love somewhere along the line. And we'll again see how this is all going to play out. Okay. And then we have horse coming through here. In the Chinese zodiac, the horse symbolizes practicality and love. Ancient Celts, or is that Celts, attributed the horse to Epona. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Also known as the horse goddess. Epona was known for abundance, love, and fertility. Abundance, love, and fertility is a part of that energy of the card. So if you're familiar with the horse goddess, certainly take from that message what applies to you, your situation. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot cards here. I'm going to start with my tarot teacher deck here. So present energies of the connection might be that you guys are going through some sort of transformation, deep healing as it says. And for those who are going through challenges in the partnership, maybe your foundation of friendship has been a little bit rocky, or maybe you guys are having to tap into that unconditional love that you do have for each other in order to overcome whatever challenges you're dealing with. And then again, there's the reference to being practical when it comes to this love connection, being abundant in your own life. Perhaps that could be for the divine feminines. We do have the 9 of Cups coming through here. So this is satisfaction. This is emotional stability in one's life. That could be a part of that new beginning, that rebirth for some of you. And as it says, utilizing your physical, mental, psychic, emotional, and spiritual strength to move forward. And what I'm getting here is you certainly have the capability of manifesting whatever goals and wishes you have in mind. But I'm also getting for the collective, for some of you anyway, that you're having to fulfill your goals and dreams, whatever they might be, away from your person. Nine of Cups could also symbolize somebody who might drink a little bit too much, has a drinking problem, overindulging perhaps. But look at this, we've got the 10 of Cups. So there is progress that's being made here. So 2 best friends who fell in love, who might be at a distance from one another presently, there is the opportunity for the 2 of you to find your way back to each other, because this can be a homecoming. This could be a reunion. So both of these cards representing some sort of fulfillment for you and your person, and realizing and manifesting dreams that you have in mind. So here's the thing. The possibilities are here. But with this Four of Cups popping up, it can be a missed opportunity for you to bring all of these amazing things towards you. So if you are not keeping your eye on the prize, so to speak, which is to be with this particular individual, your best friend, your love of a lifetime. Through this disconnection and losing sight of the bigger picture, perhaps, it could end up being a missed opportunity for some of you, or they could miss out on an opportunity to be with you. And because of the energy from this particular card, I just feel more of a heavier energy towards the divine feminine, that you have the capability of attracting abundance, love into your life. If somebody doesn't step it up and meets you halfway in the partnership, this to me is an indication that you can certainly move on and find love elsewhere. And there's someone here who would miss out on the opportunity to be with you. Okay, so that's the opening message for this reading here. Let's go ahead and see what they're not telling you. All right, so let's grab some cards. I'm going to pull from my Silhouettes deck here. So what they're not telling you, Libra, let's take a look at that. This could also be reversed for some of you, and it's what you're not telling your person for whatever reason. So as always, interpret the messages how it fits your situation. All right, so Libra, for this love and life reading, the first half of August. Someone's curious. You won't know unless you ask. If you are at a distance from one another and perhaps wanting to talk, wanting to communicate, but someone's apprehensive and not taking any sort of action to make this happen, then someone continues to be curious. This could be a masculine energy right here, whoever represents the masculine in the partnership here. Okay, somebody got their hands dirty. You knew what you were getting into, now clean it up. Someone got themselves into a messy situation. For some of you, this could have represented infidelity, affairs, third parties in the relationship. And so you guys who are in separation, there's someone here who's really curious how the other one is doing. Or maybe you're both really curious how you're both doing in separation. Look at these two cards. We have tranquility. In a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. Here's the chaos. Apocalypse. The tower will fall when you ignore the red flags every time without fail. So this is representing a tower moment in the connection, Libra. This is chaos. This is peace. And somebody here perhaps sees you as their peace, or you guys are both at peace when you're together. Everything just falls into place. Everything makes sense. But without one another, it's chaotic. But something happened here that brought this tower down because it was ignored. Somebody got their hands dirty. They knew what they were getting into. And yet, those red flags were ignored. We have legacy. The decisions, the actions you make today will affect their future. Be mindful of what you choose to leave behind for the next generation. So whatever this apocalypse, this tower moment represented, it affected families here. It affected children. It affected the family dynamic. It's more than just the two people who experienced that tower. Okay. So let's go ahead and add to this. Let's see what they're not telling you from the Hidden Truth Oracle. This is by All Things Intuitive, and then we'll clarify with Tarot. So what they're not telling you here is they still see you as the person who keeps them calm and feeling that peaceful energy despite the Tower moment, despite everything that's happened between the two of you. And this one definitely wanted to be communicated. I wish I could take back my words. Somebody regretting something that they've said. And someone's curious, okay, as it's clearly lining up here. This could be you, Libra, wondering how they're doing, especially if you guys had a painful exchange of words between the two of you. Look at this. I know that I crossed the line with you. So Libra, if this is you coming through in this reading, telling this person, I know that I crossed the line. I got my hands dirty. I shouldn't have crossed that line. And you might ultimately see this person as someone who represents that peace in your heart and in your life. But this can really go either way because we are ultimately focusing on what they are not telling you. So this is someone who's finally acknowledging their role in what brought all of this drama to this type of culmination with that apocalypse. We have, I left you before you could leave me. So someone might have abruptly left the connection, possibly knowing that the other person was going to leave anyway. Even though they feel most at peace when they're with you, they could have left you first, Libra. Possibly knowing that there was just no way for this to move in a direction without avoiding this. I was in love with you. Okay, they had some real feelings for you, and I have a feeling here they still might have some very deep feelings for you. We already know they want to be more than friends, okay? Despite the Tower moment and whatever reason you guys went into separation, they've always wanted to be more than just friends, and we've established that right from the very beginning with this particular card, the dog. Best friends, a friendship that leads to love. Absolutely. But if it had this reference to it where someone got themselves in this dirty situation that brought this apocalypse into the equation for you and your person, Libra, then, I mean, we clearly see lines and boundaries were crossed here. Okay, so let me move these guys up. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot messages here and see what else you need to know as far as what it is that they're not telling you here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra for this Love and Life reading, first half of August. We've got the Three of Pentacles. This is all about building something together, working as a team, collaborating. So here's the thing. This knocked down whatever was going on before. If it was a third-party situation, if something shady was going on, or again, someone got their hands dirty. So what I'm getting here specifically for the collective is there was sneaking around, there were infidelities, there were trust issues, people keeping secrets. In order for this connection to be revived and be revived in a way where you're not going to have another Tower moment, then you guys have to work together to ensure that that doesn't happen. Okay? If you guys really want to be together still, then you can't be bringing other people into the mix. So it clearly makes sense through this Hangman that someone had to let the other go in order to see things from a new angle, a different perspective. And also the Hangman could be a sacrifice. Someone perhaps sacrificed their happiness in order to do the right thing, or in order to get out of the path of this apocalypse. For those of you who were fortunate enough to not experience that, because you took control of the situation before it really blew up. We've got the Nine of Cups again. That was the very first tarot message that came through in this reading, okay? So there is this possibility that a wish can manifest here. You can find contentment in your life. You can find contentment in this partnership for some of you. I don't think that will apply to every person tuning in, because I do feel there could be just too much water under the bridge for some of you guys. And maybe it's been a very long time since you interacted with this person. But some of you will have the opportunity to manifest this wish into reality. Okay? We have the Divine Feminine coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. And for some of you, if you happen to be Divine Feminine cross-watching for a masculine who happens to be the Libra in this partnership, then you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So right now, certainly financially, you're able to provide for yourself. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is also very focused on family. We do see the reference to legacy here, affecting families and children, and being able to do the right thing in order to just not affect the family dynamic, and to certainly heal that part of this situation. It's also a really good time for my feminines to be very nurturing with yourself. I'm also getting for some of you that perhaps you are overextending yourself, certainly financially, to the masculine, or just giving too much of yourself, giving too much of your time and energy to somebody who perhaps didn't give as much. And this really does clarify that there could have been cheating, deceptions, third parties, affairs, betrayals. So that needed to stop. And if you guys didn't take it upon yourselves to end things and to go your separate ways, then because of those ignored red flags, well, here we are. The universe took it upon itself to bring in this apocalypse, this tower moment, to knock things off of its very unstable foundation, perhaps, in order for you guys to rebuild a much stronger foundation in this partnership. And the only way to do that is to not have this going on. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself there. Let's go ahead and grab some additional insight messages from Spirit. I'm going to pull from the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle deck. This is by Mystic Moon. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else you need to know here for this Love and Life reading. We have milk, nourishment. Somebody could really love milk, drinking milk. And this is also about nourishing yourself, giving back to yourself. We have Swan, loyalty. And clearly we've seen that that was an issue. Loyalty was a problem. Someone got their hands dirty. Okay, you guys, at one point in time, were not working together. We're not working as a team. And when we've got this going on with that Seven of Swords, loyalty has been compromised in the connection. So for those of you who are feeling perhaps, what was the word I was going to say? Not dehydrated, but I don't know what I was going to say. Just lacking, coming from a place of lack, certainly emotionally in your heart space. And this represents giving back to yourself, bringing yourself back to life. nourishing your heart, nourishing your soul. And for some of you, that could be new love that comes in, someone who can offer you the loyalty that someone could not. And for some of you, you could be, again, cross-watching for a Libra who was not loyal to you, and therefore giving back to yourself, getting yourself on a much different journey, different path, where you can find someone who can offer you the loyalty you deserve. We have aroma and memories. Someone could have a favorite perfume or cologne, a particular scent that is associated to you or you to them. This doesn't have to be a cologne or perfume. It could just be something else, some fragrance, a scent that conjures up whatever these memories are. It could be food for some of you. It could be coffee. So many things. We have whole mystery. I feel what Spirit is wanting to tell you here is none of us really know what the future has in store for us. It is a mystery. But sometimes you got to just take that first step towards your new journey, new chapter, and just trust that the universe will guide you where you're meant to go, where you're meant to be. And then we have white coming through here. I love this because that could certainly represent that light that's representing perhaps getting you out of that darkness, purity, innocence, safety, and light. And also your angels watching you throughout this journey, that you're not really going through this all alone. They're protecting you and watching out for you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional cards. I'm going to pull from When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission. And as always, we will clarify with some tarot messages. So it's time to give back to yourself, to nourish your heart and soul. And if, for example, you were the one that wasn't loyal, that perhaps is something that you need to work on. We have expecting. For some of you, we have had references to family here. So some of you guys, even though you might either be at a distance from your person or you guys are going through some sort of challenge in the partnership, this could be a literal meaning where you're expecting a baby, you're pregnant. I'm getting that for some of you guys. You know, we do have milk right there, the whole reference to infants and babies and lactation and all sorts of things like that. But this could also be that you are possibly expecting to create some sort of movement or hear something from this person. You're waiting for something to happen. And look at these cards right here. We've got no, okay, right next to loyalty. And that was the problem. That's why you guys had a tower moment, that apocalypse. No loyalty. And in order for things to be better moving forward, this has to be changed. And you will be given that opportunity to have this new beginning. And isn't it interesting how we've got baby feet right here? Okay, so some of you guys clearly could be expecting a baby at this time, or reminiscing about the very beginning of your connection where it was very sweet and innocent, almost like a baby, right? And then we have blocked right next to whole and mystery. So I get for some of you that maybe you're allowing your fears to get in the way of moving forward to see what the future has in store because it's too scary. You know, the unknown. So if we're a little bit apprehensive to create any sort of movement in our lives, perhaps that's why your angel guides, they're showing up for you to help you along, to move forward. And then we have relationships to sacral chakra. So there could also be something very sensual between you and this person. There's something about the emotions perhaps that wasn't tapped into before. So let's grab some cards here. Let's grab some tarot and let's see what else needs to come through here. So there's a lot referenced in this reading when it comes to the two of you. Families have definitely been affected here for those of you that relate to that. Children, doesn't matter if they're young, if they're adult children, they were affected as well because the loyalty was broken. This blocked card could also indicate that you're not allowing this new beginning to happen because you might have created blockages for yourself. You've put up these walls around you that's preventing you from finding the happiness that you absolutely deserve. So I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. This particular deck, it does include new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So let's take a look here, Libra, see what else you need to know. So less loyalty was definitely compromised here. Here we are again with the Hanged Man coming through. So you guys had to let each other go. Okay? There's no way that you guys could have gotten past that. Let me just make sure that actually came through here. Yes. So yeah, we've already had the Hanged Man coming through. The need to let go, the need to be able to see things from a new perspective in order to create change in one situation. So right now, with this Four of Swords, I feel there's a lot of healing that still needs to happen. And maybe right now you just need to spend more time on your own or to just be single before you either entertain a reconciliation or to move on to seeing other people and starting to date again. Two of Pentacles, part of the juggling that was going on before with the deception and infidelities, that was an issue. We've clearly seen that. So it's time to make better decisions. It's time to prioritize your responsibilities, your role in your own life, and your person needs to be able to do the same thing. There's clearly changes that need to happen here. The Hanged Man represents that metamorphosis. And the Two of Pentacles is all about adapting to those changes. There could be something that'll happen during the holiday season because we've got the Christmas tree card coming through here, a time to be very sociable. Maybe this is your favorite time of year or something tied into the Christmas time, holiday season for you and this person. Family oriented. So there's a lot of references that has to do with families here that were affected by all of this. This could also represent a gift that you receive from your person during the holidays. Or you might end up giving them a gift that'll make them very happy. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles right here. This is all about equality, giving and receiving, equal give and take. I feel that was out of balance before. And you guys have to work on restoring balance in the connection and to give equally to each other as much as you take from each other. And I really feel the divine masculines coming in, wanting to bring romance into this partnership. Or this could simply indicate for those of you ready to move on and go in a different direction that you'll get to a point, well, where you will be open to exploring what love and romance has in store for you and get to the point where you're open to dating once again so that your relationships can develop into something solid, you know, a relationship that takes root, as it says, and for love to blossom in your life once again. And it can, and it will. The Two of Cups, unity, love will find you again. Could be a soulmate, okay? Somebody that you really feel that very special soul connection, soul bond with. This is the person that will bring you back into balance. It's either that, or for some of you, you have the opportunity to reconnect with this person that you're thinking about, of course, for this reading, because you still feel so connected to each other. through a reunion, this might actually result in long-term commitment and even marriage. All right. But again, look at this. We've got the Four of Cups. So that we know has already represented itself in this reading. So all of these amazing things wants to come in, but if nobody does the work towards healing, certainly of oneself or both of you needing to do this, and you both have to pay attention to the timing and what's going on around you and with each other, okay, because this can represent the disconnectedness and that it can remain in disconnection. It can be a missed opportunity if you guys don't both jump on the train at the same time, you know. So it really does come down to timing, I feel, to be able to take advantage of this new beginning here and really learning lessons from whatever created that tower, that apocalypse, because you don't want to have to repeat those patterns and experience that again. Okay, so let's go ahead onto the next section. I wanted to take a look at some angel numbers here to give us a little bit more insight as to what's going on for the collective. All right, so let's pull from this deck, the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck by Mystic Moon, once again. So here we are, Libra. What numbers are significant for you entering into the first half of August? We have 0550. Your angels say to wait and bide your time for better results. Okay, so that might be an indication that it's just not the right time right now to take any sort of action. Okay, so just have some patience and wait. Look at these cards. We have 111 and then we have 1111. This one's jumping out. 7111. Wow, so look at all these ones coming through here. The 1111 card for me represents the Four of Wands, the twin flame connection for some of you. So 111 is all about you. So it does say fresh new concepts and ideas are being made available to you for the journey ahead. Take advantage of whatever that is, because again, if you don't pay attention, the train's going to pass you by. Okay. The 1111 card says awakenings and activations are at hand. Be on the lookout for signs guiding the way. Exactly. You got to pay attention. And then 7111, triggers brought on by your counterpart are necessary for the healing of past wounds and traumas. So whatever those triggers are, that needs to be addressed. You can't bury it under the rug or sweep it under the rug, so to speak. You have to deal with it. You both do. Let's grab a couple more numbers here. We have 838. Your angels are providing important information to you and your twin on the astral plane. All right, so if that's an energy that you're tapped into, perhaps you will be receiving signs there as well. 911 or 911, right? Union is in the air, but are you ready? Take care of any unfinished business now. For some of you, that unfinished business doesn't even have anything to do with your person. It's just stuff that's going on in your life. You got to address that. Whatever this unfinished business is. And for some of you, it does have something to do with the person that you are at a distance from or going through challenges with. Take care of whatever this represents, because it does seem that the opportunity to come back together is here, or it's on its way to you. And I'm just guided to grab this bottom of the deck, 1212. Your guardian angels are protecting you and this connection always. Beautiful messages. All right, so those are the numbers, Libra. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with messages from your person and what they need to tell you right now. So I'm going to grab some dialogue cards from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck here. What they need to tell you now from their higher self. What does this conversation look like? The stars will align to help us find our way back into each other's arms. Oh my gosh, wow. That's a beautiful card. I thought I knew what love was until you loved me. Okay? So there's something very special about this love connection. And they just really want to tell you that they love you. And again, if you relate to any of these messages from your heart for yourself and what it is that you would like to say to your person, perhaps this is also coming from you. You make me ecstatically, ridiculously happy. I do get that, Libra, that when you guys are spending time together, you make each other very happy. They love saying your name. I'm floating on cloud 9, knowing I'm the one you want. Okay, so maybe energetically they're still picking up off of this, that you desire them. And again, those messages could go both ways. And last message, I'm really attracted to the outside, but I fell in love with who you are on the inside. Okay, so I have a feeling here for those of you that resonate with these messages, they clearly still love you. I have a feeling for those that resonate with this, you still love them. It could have been, again, best friends that fell in love, but I'm also getting, even from the very beginning, you guys had this instant attraction and felt a very special soul bond to this person. So yes, there is the opportunity to find your way back to each other. Just don't miss the train. You don't want to miss the opportunity to find your way back. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.